Okay, so we kind of blur our eyes, and we've got a simplified shape of a circle. Okay, notice how I repeat the line, and I'm using my whole arm, not just my wrist, to draw that circle. And then I've got kind of a line of where the stem is. And then I'll add a little bit more detail to make it thicker. Okay, then in the middle I've got the center of the daisy. Okay, and then I've got little almost ovals coming off. Okay, right? Okay, and I can simplify, combine shapes together when I have ones that are more off by themselves. I might be a little bit more detailed with those. And then I might combine shapes if they look like they're closer together. And I'm using the circle as a guide to not go too far past those. Okay, and then once I've got it organized out, okay, then I'm just going back in with a darker or softer pencil, and then I'm going in and adding more detail. And I might make adjustments because I might not have gotten it exactly right the first time I did it, and that's okay. So I'm going in and I'm tweaking and adjusting my design. Okay, and I'm going rather fast as I'm giving you an overview, but the more you take your time, the higher quality art you're going to get. I'm watching and I'm looking at the picture as I draw. Okay, I'm not trying to draw from my head. I'm drawing what I see, not what I think I see. And I'm treating the shapes of the petals, okay? And I'm thinking about my drawing as if they're broken down into colors. And that's how you can approach shading as well, is you can look at the different changes in value, the lightness or darkness of a color, okay? And then you can start treating things like simple shapes. And I'm noticing that when I draw these circles that they're smaller in the middle and then they get larger as they radiate out. And then around the edge it's a little bit more like almost like they're tiny little petals that are just sticking straight up. So I'm just using kind of a combination of scumbling. Remember, scumbling is like organized scribbling, and stippling. Okay. And then I can go back in and look a little bit closer and see that this petal has a little bit more shading right here, and it casts a little bit of shadow onto this petal. There's a little bit of shadow right here. And I'm just kind of looking, and it almost looks like the shadows make a little bit of line onto the petals. Okay, and so I'm just kind of blocking those out where I see them. and then I'll go in later and refine them and make them nicer and neater. So when you refine your art, you're going back and you're cleaning up and working on your craftsmanship and getting more detail and just kind of cleaning it up and making it look more polished and neat. Okay, this one kind of goes over this one, so this one has more shading here. And you notice how they have more shading as they go towards the middle. Okay. All right, so obviously you would go in and add more detail than this, but this helps you get a more accurate, realistic drawing when you're trying to draw what you see. And when you're drawing from life or a photo of life, you're going to have more accurate artwork as you go.